Okay, let's not pretend women are easy to understand creatures. They say they want equality. They say they want a nice guy. They say they want sensitivity. But when it comes to attraction, well, women's fantasies tell a very different story. These fantasies, women will never admit out loud. Some are even politically incorrect. Some will trigger debates, and some will make women deny them to your face. But biology doesn't lie, and she can't help what her body responds to. If you're new to my channel, my name is Anna Jorgensen. I help good men like you find, attract, and keep your keeper by understanding these 9 little fantasies women secretly want men to know. Welcome or welcome back to Just the Tip. Gentlemen, you are the prize. The more you embody this philosophy, the more women will see you in that light, because women mirror your feelings about you. Yes, once you understand these fantasies, you will stop begging for her approval and start living like the king she needs you to be. Disclaimer, it's not going to work on every woman, not every time. So if it doesn't apply, just disregard. Fantasy number 1. She wants a man of higher value. She doesn't want equal. She wants better. I know, frustrating. Women don't dream of looking across at you and seeing you as an equal. They dream of looking up to you, metaphorically speaking, and she wants to feel like she won the prize. You. A man other women desire and other men respect. If she feels like she's settled, she will lose attraction over time and start to wonder who else might be out there for her. Example. Even though most women don't brag to their girlfriends about their man because they don't want their girlfriends to be jealous or try to steal him, she can't help hide her pride for you. So maybe she dresses up more when she's out with you because she's proud you're her status boost. Or maybe she posts photos of the two of you together with that "I'm the lucky one" smile. Or when someone asks about you, she simply lights up. Her whole demeanor says she landed the catch. Compare that to a woman who mumbles, "Oh yeah, he's nice," with the enthusiasm of someone talking about her income tax. Or something like that. Key point. Women want to feel like they scored up. If you live like you're the prize, she treats you like you're the prize. Women mirror your feelings about yourself. Fantasy number 2. She gets turned on by competition. If no one else wants him, why should she? Women deny this, but they are more attracted when other women want you because it's a form of social proof. If other women see your value, then you must be valuable. If no one else wants you, she may unconsciously question why she should. But if women glance at you, laugh at your jokes, or try to flirt with you, well, her desire spikes. Example, let's say you are at a social work function together. She was lukewarm before you got there, but when she starts seeing other women circling, well, suddenly she's holding your arm a little tighter or shimmying up closer to you. Her interest just shot up, not because you changed, but because your perception of value got validated. This is one of those seemingly crazy psychological mind bleeps common with many women. They usually won't be the one to create jealousy in other women, because that would be risky. But when it does happen naturally, it makes her want you more. Just the tip. When it comes to women wanting you, scarcity starves desire and competition feeds it. Fantasy number 3. She craves passionate dominance. What? She doesn't want polite pecks. She wants to be lustfully ravished. Not all women, and certainly not women who haven't dealt with emotional wounds, especially from trauma. But for about 80 to 90% of emotionally healthy women, this isn't about abuse or roughness, but passion with control. She doesn't fantasize about polite approval. She aches to be swept up by a man who knows what he wants and isn't shy about showing it. Example, let's say you're cooking together and she's chopping vegetables. You take the knife, set it aside, pull her in, and kiss her hard against the counter. She gasps, then she melts. Dinner is forgotten. Dessert has been served. Cheesy coach. Okay, so the truth is, when a woman feels physically and emotionally safe with you. That moment isn't about consent forms and endless questions, but showing desire with confidence and safe dominance. There's a reason trashy romance novels still fly off the shelves today. Key point, women melt for decisive passion, not timid approval. Now, you will need to read her signals and signs of interest carefully, and you may need to run through some scenarios as you get to know her to prep for future opportunities. Doing so can provide advanced consent and build anticipation, especially if she's under 30. But if she's a more mature age and you're brave, you will want to watch the videos in my playlist on how to touch and flirt with a woman before taking some big risks. And just know that fantasy number 4, she wants to surrender. Even boss babes want to exhale. Yes, even independent or dominant women sometimes want to just let go and let you lead. She dreams about the relief of not being in control and of being able to let go, to be led by a man she respects and feels safe with. Now, if she has been running the show solo for a while, it may take her time to trust your lead. Give her some grace if she's hesitant, and prove your trustworthiness through small actions she can see and appreciate, not empty promises that never happen. Example, she makes decisions all day at work or with the kids and the household. She's exhausted. You say, "I've got dinner covered. Be ready at 7. Her whole body exhales and she finally gets to relax. Just the tip. Surrender is her secret relief. She only gives it to a man she respects and feels emotionally, physically, and totally safe with. Fantasy number 5, she wants a man who is stronger than she is. If she can break you, she probably won't keep you. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, the works. She wants to feel like no one can break you, least of all her, that no matter how hard she pushes, you won't crumble. If a woman is feeling fragile in the world, she may test you seemingly out of nowhere because she's afraid and feels weak and needs to know you're strong. Example, let's say she's emotional. She's crying, maybe even yelling. A weak man panics or fights back. The strong man stays calm, listens, and lets her storm pass, not taking it personally, after she clings to him because his strength made her feel safe. Later, they make passionate love and maybe she even cries for a final release. Key point, if she can't shake you, she can trust your strength. Now, for those of you who haven't been in a long-term relationship, this particular fantasy seems very unfair and immature. But remembering this next thing might help a bit. Women have a lower physiological tolerance to emotional stress than men do. In other words, women do get triggered more easily. Ladies, pay attention. It's our biology. So a man's calm strength helps settle us. It's a heavy burden to carry, but if you embrace it, you will actually feel even stronger. And there are wise men who will confirm this in the comments if they had a keeper. Fantasy number 6. She wants to be claimed. She doesn't want jealous rage. She does yearn for a man to confidently claim her. Women pretend they do not want this, but watch their faces when it actually happens. Example, you're at a pub, and when you come back from the restroom or bathroom, whatever you call it in your country, there's a guy who is obviously checking out your gal. The insecure man sulks and says, "She's mine." The confident man walks over to her, touches her back, casually plants a kiss on her and jokes, "Well, I guess I'm not the only one to notice how yummy you are." She laughs and relaxes because deep down, she loves being claimed by a man who is sure of himself. Just the tip, claim her calmly, not desperately. Again, although these fantasies mostly apply to the 80% or more of women who are naturally feminine, even emotionally healthy women who are neutral or even dominant often respond positively when you step into the masculine energy required for these fantasies. Fantasy number 7, she wants a man to take charge. Indecision is a huge turnoff. She really doesn't want to steer the ship. She wants you to do that, but she needs to trust your capabilities to be able to let go. She can't trust your judgment. She slips into mother mode, and you don't slip into her because mother mode kills lover mode. Let's look at a weak example that kills attraction. Well, she says, what do you want to do this weekend? And you say, I don't know. What do you want to do? She rolls her eyes, feeling like she's dating her indecisive little brother. I'm sorry, guys, but that's how she feels inside. Here's a strong example that builds attraction. She says, what do you want to do this weekend? And you say, you know what? Saturday, I'm going to pick you up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Dress warm. We're going outside. She gets butterflies because you took the wheel and she can relax in the passenger seat. Key point, leadership is sexy, hesitation is not. Now, this doesn't mean you don't consider her desires or preferences. Of course you do. Fantasy number 8, she wants stability after chaos. Bad boys get her heart racing. Stable men keep it beating strong for them long after. Here's the irony. She chases chaos when she's young and immature. Bad boys, drama, unpredictability. However, when she's matured, no matter what age she is, her real fantasy is a man who's steady, reliable, consistent, and respectful, but who also respects himself. Not a simp. Example. Her ex blew up over every little thing. It was exciting for a while, but became exhausting. You do not get rattled. When life throws storms, you stay grounded, which makes her feel safe, maybe for the first time ever. Key point, chaos and crazy town may excite her short term, but sane stimulation and stability keeps her long term. Okay, so what often happens, however, is that some men get a little too comfy in the relationship and forget to continue wooing her in the ways he used to. Don't become complacent. So just before I reveal the fantasy that frustrates men the most, if you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And thank you if you already have. Fantasy number 9, she wants you to say no and she needs to hear it. Her tests are your character auditions. Okay, this one confuses and frustrates men the most. She'll test you, she'll push, she'll ask for things just to see what you do. Maybe even not consciously. Weak example, that kills attraction. Let's say she teases a man a little too much in front of his friends and he laughs nervously but says nothing, but inside he feels really small. Here's a strong example that builds attraction. Let's say she takes a joke a little too far. He smiles, looks her in the eye and says, easy, sweetheart. She blushes, embarrassed, and changes her tone stat because he set the boundary like a man and she knows that if she pushes, she will regret it. Just the tip. Usually, a woman will test you in the beginning when she doesn't know your character yet, especially if she's been burned before, or later if your behavior suddenly shifts in a way that makes her feel emotionally unsafe with you. You're going to want to watch my videos on how to easily handle all women's tests, which is coming up. Key point, boundaries turn her on, weakness doesn't. Which of these 9 little fantasies that women won't admit but secretly crave surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And remember, 80 to 90% of women want to look up to you. They need a little competition. They need passion. Deep down, most women do want to surrender and need your strength to be able to do that. Women want to be claimed and lean into your leadership and stability. Along with how to handle women's tests, you may also want to watch my video on how to flirt with her, which is also coming up. So thank you so much for watching to the end. I'm sending you lots of love, strength, and courage. God bless.